colored diamonds like Summit and his family brings to us. So, okay, in the bracelet, I have 9 remaining. And look at the presence here of that color of the paparazzi all the way throughout.
You can see the quality of those paparazzas, how beautiful the intensity of those colors, the brilliance on those gemstones. And again, beautifully crafted in 14 karat gold.
Yes, wonderful box clasp, safety catch.
Absolutely.
I mean, you have, again, this will comfortably fit from a 7 to a 7.25 inch wrist. It'll be stamped 14 karat gold with flex pay. It's $200 to get it at home. And the full carat weight here is 2.5 carats. And then it's all paparazzi and then white zircon. What a fun, I love the shape that they have it into. It's like a,
you know, you can become a dealer with that many paparazzas.
Yeah, you know what, you really could. Honestly, I'm still, now that's an opportunity. These are all special opportunity buys that we expect, you know, not always, never paparazzi, but we expect to find special opportunities when we have the Tucson event, like you brought to us in, you know, in the colored, or no, the natural colored diamonds that we had earlier, and these beautiful, beautiful gems. Okay, the hugger earrings. These are very, very limited. I have 8 pair of that gorgeous canary in 14 karat gold, and then I have 8 pair of the pink in the 14 karat white gold. Those are $1,199.99. There are 6 flex payments, so $200. We'll ship those right out to you. Again, beautifully, beautifully made, all in one, just exceptional. They're like an inside-outside hugger hoop earring. That's $695,604. Okay, so we talked to royalty a minute ago. And we talked auction house.